Hi, Terrence. How's it going?
Well, pretty good. I mean, I can't complain. I got a submission win, so life is good.
Yes, we have Terrence Nicholes here. He won by, what was it?
Inside heel hook.
Inside heel hook. So tell us a little bit about how you got on the card, and then how you trained for this, prepared.
Well, so I did Northwest sub 4 and 5, I think, and then, 3 and 4, and then on 5 I was getting married, and then on 6 they didn't have an opponent for me, so they sent me an opportunity for this match, for this event, and I was glad to take it. Getting back to competing after married, and first baby was born 2 weeks ago, so there's been a lot going on. So, but my coach and team over at Hips and Grips is just great. So they've been. I couldn't have done this without them.
So you got married, had a baby. Tell us a little bit about your baby and that experience becoming a father.
I don't think there's anything like it, and I don't think words can adequately describe. It's going to be completely reality altering, but it's still, you love them more and more every day, and it's already terrifying how quickly time is passing.
What did you name? What gender is the baby? What did you name the baby?
It's a baby boy. We named him Thaddeus for one of the 12 apostles, and yeah, he's getting bigger and stronger every day.
Are you already planning him to be a grappler? Or
Well, we'll see what he wants. I mean, I've got a bunch of siblings, and not all of them like jiu-jitsu, so I realize you can't force something on them. So, but I am a little bit biased. But come on, you like grappling, right?
That's true. That's really smart, though. It is true. So you are out at Hips and Grips, and tell us a little bit more about your journey with jiu-jitsu and Hips and Grips.
So originally I started at Impact and Fruitland, and they're a great gym. And then after I was with them, I took my very first jiu-jitsu class, 2021, New Year's Day. I texted them, asked if they were open, came in and started training, and just been going ever since. And switched over to Hips and Grips about a year later, and keeping on going there. Jeremy and the crew are great. They've got leg locks, they've got top pressure, we've got a bit of everything. We've got some judo guys, we've got some wrestlers. It's great.
Awesome. So did the match kind of go exactly how you wanted it, or what's the story?
I mean, he's SBG always comes to scrap. They're always a tough opponent, and he did a really good job. I was able to get a couple takedowns, but he did a great job getting back his guard or getting up, and I did get, it was close to a ruotolotine off of his back, but he did a great job of shucking that off. But then when he went to stand up, I caught his leg and inverted into the saddle and caught a inside heel hook. So,
And that's what you were training for?
it's just, I feel confident in a couple different aspects of my game that feed off of each other, and if I don't get one, I'll usually get the other.
Awesome. What's next after this?
Well, I mean, getting back to my wife and baby is first thing on my list, but I don't know, kicking around a couple ideas. I did Fight to Win a couple weeks ago. Got a win there against a real tough opponent. Maybe start getting ready to do some IBJJF, Nogi, Panzer Worlds. That'd be great. Maybe some ADCC Opens. Depends on how much fatherhood lets me do stuff, but because they're my priority. But maybe get some more high-level competition.
That's awesome. So it seems like there's a lot of awesome promotions coming up. You have CJI, you have IBJJF, we have ADCC, those kind of things. What are your thoughts about these competitions and rule sets and the future?
I love it. Honestly, I mean, there's always that barrier of entry for grappling. Any kind of grappling. Doesn't matter if it's judo, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. If you don't know what's happening on, it's hard to make it entertaining. And promoters are always racing to come up with more creative things to keep the matches interesting, whether it's a team format or different arena changes like the bowl or pit. And I think the trajectory is only up. And the other thing is, people are getting more into jiu-jitsu all the time. The sport is exploding, kind of like along with women's wrestling especially. It's on the up and up, so I feel pretty good about the future of it.
On another topic, there's a debate between if jiu-jitsu is a fight versus like MMA and the cage being a fight? What's your opinion?
I mean, I could see it either way. I think that's one where it's like, I'm not going to argue with whichever opinion you want to hold. If you want to call it what we do a fight on jiu-jitsu, yeah, I could see that, especially where a lot of these guys are training MMA, but at the same time, it's not. If I'm taking full force knees, hands, and elbows, that's a problem. But so I could go either way.
Either way, awesome. Anything else you want to share with us? What can we find you doing? Like what do we not know about you?
Well, I do. I mean, some people know, but I do a bunch of natural hoof care, and I do some trick riding on horses. I do horse riding lessons and stuff like that. And yeah, that's great.
Do you compete in that?
There's not much of a sphere for competition in that, but no, it's mostly just something I do for entertainment, for my own enjoyment.
How did you get into that?
My mom brought home a book from the library written in the heyday of trick riding at rodeos that said it was 144 ways or fancy riding, or 144 ways of breaking your neck. So, and she brought home that book from the public library. And then the next day, our dad came home watching us hanging underneath one of the horses. He slowly came up and rolled his window down and said, "Don't do that while I'm not home to take you to the hospital."
And then you listened or no?
We did. We listened. We were good. We until one of us had a phone. Then we could call if we needed to.
So did you grow up on a farm then, or?
Kind of, pretty much on just growing up with a little bit of property. Had animals and had. I have 9 younger siblings. So, and we're homeschooled. So, life was always crazy and always good.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations again, and congratulations on the marriage and baby and everything that's going on. And we look forward to watching what you do next.